Well, hello. How are we all doing? Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for tuning in to Biohazard Wednesdays. And I cannot believe it, guys. I cannot believe it. Resident Evil 3, the remake, of course, is 4 years old. Absolutely insane. How has it been 4 years since this game dropped? I feel like it was yesterday. I remember it was like height of the pandemic. Which, you know, it's obviously not a great time for everyone. I felt like almost 2 years of our lives were completely taken from us through no fault of our own. But games did release during it. And to be honest, this was the first big game release in the pandemic, because the pandemic would have started at like, I don't know, like late February, early March. That's in 2020. That's when the pandemic, for me anyway, really started to take shape. And this was the first big release, not just Resident Evil, across the board. So it's, it's pretty crazy. Oh, let me open this up. Yeah, that's coming through. Yeah, it's pretty crazy how, like, time has passed. And, Resident Evil 3 is a very interesting game. Some for good reasons, some for kind of awful reasons. This is the most... I hear a lot of people saying Resident Evil 6, but for me, this was the most polarizing Resident Evil game. Because at least Resident Evil 6 was, like, overwhelmingly mediocre. Like, I don't think there's loads of people going, do you know what? It's really good. Like, for the most part. Anyway, like people that tune into my stuff, it's normally like 80-20, I want to say. It's quite shocking, really. But to take away from it, I'd say, to sum it up in like a few words, would probably be missed opportunity. There's so much they could have done with Resident Evil 3 Remake. And as I said, like Biohazard Declassified was really starting to catch a lot of steam during that pandemic era, releasing a lot of stuff about Resident Evil 3. I remember when it was announced and I was like, holy shit, they've remade Resident Evil 2, now they're doing Resident Evil 3. Like, I remember playing and facing Mr. X and being like, whoa, we've seen Mr. X. I don't even want to know what the nemesis is going to be like. I'm sure you guys felt the same way. Like, you don't know how the nemesis is going to react. It's going to be absolutely crazy. So yeah, it's a really, really special game, and it did come packaged with Resident Evil Resistance, which there's no point in playing in 2024 if I'm brutally honest. It's another instance of Capcom trying to do a Resident Evil multiplayer game, just failing catastrophically. They just keep doing this thing where they go, yeah, we want to do this Resident Evil we want to do this Resident Evil multiplayer, but we just do not want to use the Outbreak formula. We want to try everything else. We want to try competitive shooters. We want to try games like a SOCOM alternative. It was actually made like Operation Raccoon City was made by the guys that made SOCOM, which kind of makes sense, I guess. We want to try PvP. And it's like, dude, you had a winning formula back in 2003 and 2004. Just fucking use that, man. Come on. Like, stop spending all your time trying to create a survival... By the way, survival horror, Resident Evil... let's just make an action multiplayer game. I think the best multiplayer game that Capcom has ever produced in the Resident Evil space, I don't even think it's up for question, and that is Resident Evil 5. Nothing has personally come close, even though to me that's not a fantastic Resident Evil game, if I'm brutally honest. But yes, I would really like to know you. I mean, there's people coming into the chat. I really appreciate you dropping by on Biohazard Wednesdays. It's 4 years since Resident Evil 3 Remake come out. I'd really like to know your thoughts. I'd like to know your history, when you played it, how you were feeling, that sort of thing. As I said, it was the height of the pandemic when it dropped for me. I remember popping it in at like 4 a.m. when it launched. That's another big issue, is Capcom were all over the place with releases and release windows, especially on like the PC versions. You could never preload at the same time as the console versions. So I was up at like 4 a.m. and I had terrible internet back then as well in the place I was living. And I was like, man, when it like when is this coming out? I remember messaging Catastrophe, actually, the community manager, and being like, when is this coming out? Like, when is it actually? I know it drops on April 3rd. When is it actually released? That's what I want to know. But yes, finally got it, and I think I was wrapped up and done by like 10 a.m. I took a whole day off work for it, and I was done at 10 a.m. So, looking back at it, yes, Resident Evil 3 Remake was extremely short. As a streamer, it's quite good because you can complete it within a couple of hours. So it kind of, it's a perfect streamable game. It's not like you're putting in Metal Gear Solid 4 and you've got to sit for all the cutscenes and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I really enjoyed Resident Evil 3, the remake. It's like a shot. It's like a adrenaline shot, or you've just done a line of cocaine. Can we say that on YouTube? We probably can't. But it's like you just quickly done a line of cocaine. You've just got the quick buzz of Resident Evil. To me, that is Resident Evil 3 Remake. And then sure enough, it's over type thing. Yeah, it's a very... I don't know, man. I had mixed thoughts when it was like in the lead up. I was like, what is this actually going to be like? But it was pretty good. Can we all agree that if Resident Evil 3 was longer, retaining the same formula, if Resident Evil 3 was longer, it probably would have surpassed the original. Is that a fair statement? There was something else that I remember in the lead up to Resident Evil 3, and I think this was a bit of a miscommunication, really, and that was that, and I'm sure you guys remember it. I'm sure you guys remember it. It was when people said about there being a kind of fast travel system in Resident Evil 3. Everyone's like, yeah, man, there's a fast travel system. You can go to all these locations using the tram. And what I think happened is they played the demo at that point. They went into the Kite Bros railway station and they saw all of the locations. And they were like, Resident Evil 3 must have a fast travel system. But no, it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. But I would like to float that question in the chat. What if they did have a fast travel system? What if they went to downtown, uptown, and you revisited all these cool locations like Jay's Bar and stuff like that? Like, I just felt like Resident Evil 3 was like such a hot shot. Like, it hit the same, like, for the most part. I know there is the clock tower, but you didn't go in the internals. Like, You visited all the locations, aside from the dead factory, I want to say, and the internals of the clock tower. You visited all the same locations. But it was just like, you just didn't have a time to kind of fucking sit and enjoy it, Like, when you start the game, you see Dario. That whole scene was so much more drawn out in the original. I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters. Now leave me alone. That was iconic. I don't know what the fucking Dario and Resident Evil 3 Remake says. You just kind of walk into a warehouse. He's there, and then it's like, okay, we're gone. It just kind of goes by so quick, and you don't get time to kind of enjoy it, which is a real shame. It's the same with there was another Jay's Bar, actually. I'm sure you go into Jay's Bar with Brad, and he gets bitten at that point. Like, that could have been so much more fleshed out. It would have been a cool location to go to, But yeah, it just feels like this game just fucking whips past at like a million miles an hour. And you can't just sit and go, wow, we're here, And that's not to say that the actual gameplay itself is bad. Like, I don't think anybody in the chat, from what I'm seeing, thinks the gameplay is bad, or of the gameplay that you do get, it's bad. It's just that it's painfully short. Like, you almost feel like you've got season 1 of, or like episode 1 of Resident Evil 3, and it's like, dude, where the fucking rest? Where's the mercenary mode? Like, let's talk about Resident Evil 2 Remake having all of that cool DLC with the Ghost Survivors. Like, and they had no intention of remaking Operation Mad Jackal. I know, yes, it was supplemented by Resident Evil Resistance, but Resident Evil Resistance was really good on day 1. And actually, the beta, I remember playing the beta with all my friends. Shout out Fake Jerry. That's how I met my good friend Fake Jerry. Remember playing the beta a ton, and yeah, on like the first week of release, I played it a lot, and then just dude, I never really went back to it. I've got no intention of going back to it. Really cool concept. I can see how it would kind of work, but they just couldn't get it working, man. They just could not get it working. Like, it had this horrific fucking peer-to-peer system, which meant that it was basically the internet connection was completely based on one person who was the host. And you always got someone who's running it from fucking Pluto, you know? Like, they live a million miles away. They got terrible, terrible internet. It's just not fun. I'm going to start going through comments because I've been waffling on for a good 10 minutes now. So let's see how everyone's doing in chat. If you're just tuning in, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. It is 4 years since the release of Resident Evil 3. We're live on all platforms. We're going to be playing it in just a second. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining us on Biohazard Wednesdays. Let's start going through the comments. So, Tyrone, all right, Andy, what a great zombie experience at Insomnia. Yeah, if you didn't know, we went to Insomnia on the weekend with Team RPD. Had an absolute boatload of fun. There's a zombie infection like experience you can do. It's kind of like it's kind of like, you know, you go to them things on like Halloween or like Scarefest. It's kind of like that, but you get weapons and shit. It was really cool. It was really cool, and we had all the boys and the girls there. It was fantastic. So shout out Tyrone. Long time follower of Biohazard Declassified. Last living Dodo's in the chat. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. Jill. Love that profile picture. Seth, how's it going? What's up, Andy? Thank you. Nikki's in the chat. How's it going? Hey, Andy, BHD. Oh, is it not coming up on my stream? It doesn't want to come up on my stream, this one. Oh, here you go. Hey, Andy, BHD. Hope you and the missus and baby are well. Have a great stream and look forward to watching more content. Let's go. Let's go, my friend. Great to have you in the chat, as always. McBrew's in the chat. All jokes aside, it seemed a little too on the nose with the shutdown. Yeah, it was kind of like you're playing a game about a pandemic whilst you're in a pandemic. So, like, the irony was not lost on me at all. Also, in Resident Evil 6, it being called the C virus, which is always hilarious. Just recently played RE3 Remake. Was a good game, but it could have been so much more. And that is it. I don't think people think that Resident Evil 3 is bad. They just think it's too short. And I think if you had added another 4 hours to that campaign and you fleshed it out, you had the internals of the clock tower, you visited the dead factory, as well as other stuff they could have come up with, kind of like, you know, if they actually did do a fast travel system with all the uptown, downtown, all that sort of fun stuff. Yeah, if it was a lot more fleshed out, I think people would like it a lot more. Dominic's in the chat. McBrew, maybe Nemi like old Nemi or Remake X to add to the cut content. I always hear that, like, oh, the Nemesis is terrible because he's scripted. Brother, he was scripted in the original. Like, there would only be certain areas that the Nemesis would go. Yes, he would follow you a couple of rooms, but ultimately, he's still got a, like, straight line path, you know? Like, I totally get everyone else's criticism about Nemesis. I just don't understand that one specifically. Out of all the ones, that one's the one I don't understand. Dominic's in the chat. How's it going? Bo, thank you. Hello, how are you? Great to have you in chat. 1998 is Mike Tyson. Remake is Logan Paul, man. I think you meant Jake Paul, but I totally get what you're saying. Now, if only they remade Resident Evil Outbreak, man, the graphics with the Unreal Engine. Yes. I mean, that's at the top of the list for me. I would really like to see a Outbreak. Not a remake. I'd like to see a complete reboot with different scenarios and stuff like that. They've got all the assets. They've got the RPD. They've got locations from Resident Evil 3. They've got loads of shit that they could use to make cool scenarios. I'm a habitual Resident Evil user. Help me. Yes, even the gore was tame. This is a great point from Merchant's Table. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, that's a fantastic point. It did, because they wanted so many more zombies on screen, they did actually wind down the gore so they could have more monsters on screen. That's specifically clear when you do the hospital scene with Carlos. It's really obvious when they do that. Rifles first. 3 Remake was such an obvious cash grab scam. I'm so disappointed in it. Now, just play along with me here. Do you actually think the game is bad, or do you just think the game is short? Because I think there is a conflation. Like, is it bad because it's short, or do you just absolutely hate the game? I'd love to know your thoughts on that. I think there are a lot of ideas cut for the sake of budget and time restraints. I heard from someone Capcom wanted this out by 2020, while other developers wanted another year. I can't remember. I do have like design documents, but I can't remember the ins and outs of it. So I can't remember what the timeline was, but that does seem to marry up that they wanted it out in 2020 because they wanted it like year on year on year, which makes sense because what was it? 2019 was RE2, 2020 was RE3, 2021 was Village. Fuck me, how long did that take me to pick up? I don't think they released the game in 2022. Did they? Did they not? Obviously Capcom did, but I don't think there was a Resident Evil game. I think Devil May Cry 5 might come out in 2022. 1998 is like an authentic Mexican cuisine, spicy, flavorful, and amazing. Remake is like Taco Bell, good, but all the shit that follows isn't that great at all. There is no way you organically come up with that message, because that is absolutely such a glorious summary of Resident Evil 3. Thank you for that. Honestly, if they made a Dead Island like Raccoon City Resident Evil game would sell. Question is it on the Capcom timetable? I don't want to see an open world Resident Evil.
Thank you.
Hey, Mark, thank you very much for the 1,000 bits. We'll come to you in just a moment. I can bring it up on screen, your bits. So thank you for the cheer, man. Great to have you in the stream once again. But yes, there's been a lot of talk, obviously, with Dragon's Dogma coming out, that being on the RE engine, that the ultimate goal is to potentially have Resident Evil as a open world game. I don't think it works, because to me, Resident Evil is isolated evil. It's in one location. It's on one island, etc., etc. So, yeah, kind of if they can capture it with an isolation feel, then yes. But otherwise, it just comes across as like Dead Island, and we've already got a Dead Island. We don't need a Dead Island. We want a authentic Resident Evil experience that's multiplayer, like Outbreak. Dominic, you live on Facebook. I will be live in just a second. I don't like doing that. Oh, Glenn. Coming in with the subscription. Thank you.
Hey, Andy. Good to see you.
I'll come to that in just a second, but thank you very much for tuning in. I'm just going through all the comments here. Hi, Andy. Hope you're fine. Are you played Resident Evil Revelation 1 or 2 on Twitch? Historically, yes. I don't think I've ever completed them on stream, but I've definitely played Revelations 1 all the way through, because the tyrant at the end is so bad. And I've definitely played a reasonable amount of Revelations 2, but I don't actually know what happens at the end of Revelations 2, so maybe at some point we will. Thank you very much, Bo. Hope you're doing well. Nemi had so many triggers in the original game that shift a lot on the order you do stuff. So even though it's scripted, you can see the strings. Is that what people mean when they say about the Nemesis? I suppose what is a key fundamental that is missing is the options from Resident Evil 3, the original, where you could like go to the newspaper office, or you could go to the underground, or go to do the mixed oil first, and it all has like implications on where the Nemesis turns up. So yes, if that's what people mean, I totally understand their criticism. RE3 Remake could be improved with stealth mechanics from RE4. Imagine having to stealth past the Nemesis would have extended sections and made it more tense and scary. I never thought about that, but I guess there is an element of that. If you could do that, I don't think that stealth is part of the Resident Evil formula. I think evading the infected is part of the Resident Evil formula, but I guess you could fundamentally do that through stealth, I guess. But we're not playing a Metal Gear game, in my opinion. We're playing Resident Evil. But I'll take your feedback, and I appreciate you commenting. Yeah, that's true. Compared to RE2 Remake, there's a lot less gore. 100% that is, and actually, it's not just the gore that's down, Rex. It's the way Like, for example, if you pop a zombie in the head in Resident Evil 2 Remake and it does that satisfying explosion, that's not in Resident Evil 3. If you shoot a limb off and it falls off, that's not in Resident Evil 3. A lot of these core gameplay designs are just not in Resident Evil 3 because they wanted to fit a lot more enemies into the game. And I guess that was one of the sacrifices they had to make. It was so disheartening when I realised the 2 streets from the demo was the whole of Raccoon City. Yes, that's exactly what I mean. That needs to be a lot more fleshed out. And it wasn't really, because like there was whole sequences like where the cinema is, where Brad's taking you through like the apartment. Why isn't that all fleshed out? Why is it like fucking quick fucking shot into the arm, you know? That needed to be fleshed out, in my opinion. Mark coming in with the 1,000 bits. Thank you very much for that, Mark. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Retro Lad. I enjoyed RE3 Remake just like original more because of the extra stuff and locations. I felt Nemesis Evolution was rushed in the remake, and I wish RE3 Remake had DLC. Yeah, I mean, Operation Mad Jackal. Could they have like easily coded that in? Petios, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen an Operation Mad Jackal. That would have been absolutely fantastic. But alas, man, that's what I'm saying. I don't think this is a bad game. I really do not think this is a bad game. I just think it's missed opportunity. Like I would, and I know it's not directly correlated because 2 different teams did it, but I would have rather them not include Resistance, and they included like Operation Mad Jackal instead, or fleshed out. I know that's not how budgets work and that's how game design works. Obviously, I totally understand that because they're 2 different deals because they were 2 different games. But I almost felt like they included Resistance as a justification for Resident Evil 3 being so small. But because of that, it like worked in the inverse because no one in this chat like actively plays Resistance. So that's why people think RE3 Remake short, because like of the additional stuff they gave you as part of the package, no one gave a shit. So then the focus is back onto why is RE3 so short. Now, if it was full of mercenary modes and like, I don't know, individual campaigns or something like, you know, I'm just spitballing ideas, like a separate ways-esque campaign, maybe people wouldn't have thought that this would have been as lackluster as it was. And it's not lackluster because it's a bad game, and I do want to stress that I don't think Resident Evil 3 is a bad game. I just think it's just painfully short. But we're going to be playing it today, so I am looking forward to jumping in, and because I feel like it's been well over a year since I've even come close to playing it again. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I think there's one thing that we can most agree on. Last enemy fight in Inferno is the hardest and most miserable trophy I think I've ever got in an RE game. Now, what is nice about Resident Evil 3 is it is quite an easy platinum trophy. And like, I swear, Inferno mode is so easy until you get to that final boss. And then the difficulty literally goes from like all the way to the floor, all the way to the ceiling. Like there's just no fucking... There's no room for error. Like if you mess up once on that final boss, you're dead. That's the easiest way I can describe it. It's kind of a bit tragic, really, because it leads you into this false sense of security where you're like, oh, I'm doing all right, and then bang, like final Inferno boss just kicks the living shit out of you. Yeah, totally agree with that, Merchant's Table. And to touch on the OG Nemesis thing, OG was terrifying. You dreaded his sections and was scared to face him. Remake is easy and tame to run by. He is insulted several times. OG Jill was scared. I don't see. I totally get what you're saying. Is something scary? Are you scared of Freddy Krueger when the first time you ever saw him, or the second time you ever saw him? You know, like the Nemesis concept had already been done, so it's like, can it really be that scary again? Like it's already been done. Like Mr. X was scary in Resident Evil 2 Remake, but like it wasn't terrifying like it was when the first time you saw me in the original. I don't know whether that's just because getting older or the like, but Nemesis is just as scary in the original as in the remake, if you get what I mean. But I do understand what you're saying. Kev, so there's a debate on how the traditional camera lock from the old RE should have been put in the remake. Others say it was more immersive in third. So you're saying what, have like a fixed camera angle in Resident Evil 3 Remake? I don't know. I still need to play that modification of Resident Evil 2 and maybe I can formulate my opinion better. But at the moment, I would say that the Resident Evil fixed camera in the RE engine just wouldn't work, because unless they did something with the aiming or something like that. But I can't, even though you guys know I'm an OG fan. I've got like, dude, I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. I've got fucking, like, this is for Keeper's Diary, obviously, but like we got fucking like 1,000 copies of the original Resident Evil here. I love Resident Evil 1 so much. Me and the boys created a fan film about Resident Evil. That's how much I love it. But fixed camera angles just don't work in the modern time, because it's just a bygone control system. That pains me to say, it really does. But nobody is interested en masse. Like, obviously the hardcores, yes, but en masse, no one's interested in fixed camera angle Resident Evil. I think the only way it works is if they go back to that original format. Like if they go back to like the first remake, Resident Evil 1 remake, and they do a game like that, it would work. But I don't think it works in the RE engine. It's just, I can imagine aiming would just be weird, you know? I really enjoyed Resident Evil 3 Remake, but it was short of a game. It certainly was, Seth. It certainly was. We got Faceless. We got Faceless Art Pro Wrestling in the chat. Let's fucking go. Huge shout out to, oh, you're over here. Huge shout out to Faceless. If you're not following Faceless on Twitter, this man just does the most unreal wrestling edits I've ever seen. So huge shout out to Faceless for tuning into our stream today. Thank you. Would love to know your thoughts on Resident Evil 3. I'm sure you've put them in the chat already. I'm just working my way through the comments. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at the moment. So I'll be live on did I say Facebook? I didn't mean that. It's been a long day, as you could tell. We're live on YouTube and Twitch. I'll be live on Facebook and TikTok in just a second. We normally go live a bit later once we've done all that just chatting. So you kind of get a nice, nice pre-stream here, should we say, where we can just talk shit about Resident Evil. I'd honestly would like Resident Evil 1 to get a full remake. Now, this is something, Faceless, I always see. I'm seeing it more and more and more. First, a couple of years ago, everyone was laughing. It was like, we ain't going to see a Resident Evil 1 remake on the RE engine. And now I'm like, I think we might actually see it, you know? It's kind of crazy. I mean, listen, if I need to go back to the Spencer Mansion a third time, I'm not going to be crying. I think there's other shit they could be working on. I ain't going to lie to you. But I wouldn't be mad if they come out tomorrow and said, we're doing a Resident Evil remake. Totally fine with me. I'll go in the Keeper's room as much as I can. I'm not going to lie. Man is more of the veteran of the series than I am. Big GG. Are you talking to people in the chat, or are you talking to me? Obviously, pretty much dedicated my entire life to, or my entire content creation life to Resident Evil. So, a classic Resident Evil mainly, but yeah, obviously I know bits. I don't know the ins and outs of Resident Evil 7 Village. Like, maybe in time I'll build my lore knowledge about it. That's where it gets a little bit. Like, to me, Resident Evil is the mansion. Resident Evil is Raccoon City. Resident Evil is set on an isolated island where all shit goes wrong. That is Resident Evil to me. Fixed camera angles are completely outdated. And this has come from someone who really, really loved it. I love Keeper's Diary. Did I say Keeper's Diary? Do you know, it's because I was reading a comment. Freudian slip there, boys. Yeah, I love classic Resident Evil. I love fixed camera angles. They just don't work in a modern setting. I'm not sure how they get around that. Maybe give a choice, but then you can't aim in third person, in first person. It just doesn't correlate. Can you imagine pre-rendered backgrounds of modern CGI tech and the power of the PS5 just used for characters? Yes, that dude, I can see that. If they create a Resident Evil 1 remake, that style, chef's kiss. Graydentron's in the chat. Great to have you in. James, it's meant to be seen as the thing that got taken down. What are we referring to, sir? I'm sure you'll let me know. When will Keeper's Diary coming out? The all-important $1 million question. So at the moment, we are looking. We were looking at an end of March, but our artists and our post production is just not there yet. And we'd rather put dude. I'm so sorry. I got really bad hiccups. And we'd rather put out a product that like is completed rather than get halfway through it and just release an unfinished product. So I reckon we're about a month away. And that's if we don't get it done by the end of this month. So we're so close, man. We're so close. Daniel's in the chat. Thank you. Evening, Andy. Great to have you in the chat. Happy Chappy. I absolutely treasure Resident Evil 3 Remake. I know it's not the best game. I remember watching my dad play the original Resident Evil 3, and I got to play Resident Evil 3 Remake with my kid, watch me play for it. Yeah, man, you get that kind of generational Resident Evil play. I mean, I used to watch my parents play Resident Evil. That's how I'm such a big fan. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Always love a Resident Evil family story. Need to DM you the pictures. My wife took of us insomnia. She's done a good job. Also got vids of the CC. Oh shit, yes, definitely get you or your wife to send them over. I'd love to see them. One of the guys took a full video of the whole thing, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what you picked up. That was awesome. I can now appreciate that it's not a good remake, but I still find it a great roller coaster. It's a great RE game and fun to blast through on a Sunday afternoon. And from a streaming perspective, like, I've got a child now, and like I'll try and stream as much as I can. But if I just wanted a game to just kind of put in and play, and it's only going to take me like 2.5 hours to get through, I'll probably play Resident Evil 3 Remake, if I'm brutally honest, just because I can work through it, you know. And it's only like 3 hours long, so. The fixed camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds were the best way to get around the hardware limitations, and they made many games using this method, but agreed time has passed. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. It's like, you just got to let it, we just got to let it go, unfortunately. Like, we know third person over the shoulders. I don't like first person. I think Village and 7 took a massive misstep making it first person. I know that was always the intended vision of Resident Evil by Shinji Mikami back in 95, but I don't care. Resident Evil is best played in third person. And they kind of did fix that with the third person mod for Village, but it's still not there. I hope Resident Evil 9 is like True Detective Season 1 meets a cult that got experimented on. The more you dig up and investigate the town, it's got Umbrella written all over it. Plus, let the enemies be like skinwalkers. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really like the Ethan Winters storyline or trilogy, whatever you call it. I'm eager for Resident Evil to go in a different direction. Resident Evil 7 was as close to traditional Resident Evil as you can get, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I digged the vibe. I just didn't. Ethan was just. He just didn't cut it for me, and there's a reason why. Like, I'm not dumb enough to know that the whole reason why Ethan doesn't really have a personality in Resident Evil 7 is because you are Ethan. You are meant to be the Resident Evil, you know. You're meant to be the survival horror. So that's why Ethan's quite faceless. Faceless is in the chat as well. What are the odds? But yeah, I trust you get what I mean. Yo, Andy, just checking up, cooking up tings. Earliest memory is watching my brother play Resident Evil 2, and I still have the PS1 double disc and case. Why can't I read? What is up with me? Big love for the stream. Thank you very much. We will be going live in just a second. I'm talking a load of bollocks at the moment. So, yeah, I suppose we should start getting this show on the road, shouldn't we? So, let me turn this up. Oh, no, I'm pressing the wrong one. Oh, we got some crackly audio, boys. There we go. That sounds better. So, let's get these transferred over. Move that up just a tad. There we go. Okay, right, that is faded. I do need to charge my control, actually. Let me grab the charger. Oh, it's painfully short. It'll have to do. Hey, Mark, how are you? Great to have you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Let me just take Loris's comment off. I hate the way the Nemesis looked in the remake, garbage bag close in the nose. Also like the original voice of Nemesis. Interesting that you say that. Interesting that you say that. I thought the whole idea behind the Nemesis was he was kind of like a prototype. And that's why he was like all in plastic bags, and because he wasn't quite ready for like mass production, I guess would be the definition. I hope that makes sense. Han's in the chat though. My first memory is you playing it in the future. Han is actually, so if you didn't know the story, Han's actually a huge Tomb Raider fan. I play a lot of Tomb Raider, and we do Tomb Raider Sundays. I was meant to do it this Sunday, but my daughter was being a little pickle. So it just completely swallowed my time, and I thought, you know what, rather than give you guys like half effort streams, we'll just come back next week stronger and better, you know. But yes, yeah, Han's been with me like the longest time, and she's not a Resident Evil fan, so she's kind of like vicariously living Resident Evil through me, which is fantastic. Let me get this loaded in. Let me live gaming's in the chat, thank you. Hell yeah, Resident Evil 3 remake, no one plays this anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's 4 years. 4 years has gone by quick. It's absolutely crazy. I can't believe this game's 4 years old. It's unbelievable. Petty Toes. Do we know which Resident Evil comes out next, if I may ask, remake or new IP? I really don't know. I know I used to be like the king of leaks like a few years ago, but I think at this point, I wouldn't be shocked if they do an original one. I can't see them doing remake back to back. So yeah, I personally think Resident Evil 9's next, or something like that, you know. Hey, Pets McGrath, thank you for the follow. So I'm actually just going to quickly get my Tiki-Toki loaded up. We'll get that going. And I'm just going to go live on the good old FBG. We do love an FBG. I do need to get the live chat going. If you do bear me one of your precious moments. I hope everybody's doing well, by the way. If you're just tuning in, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. We are celebrating 4 years of Resident Evil 3. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And, yeah, let us know what you think of Resident Evil 3. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let us know. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Appreciate that. Hey, Will, how's it going? Sorry, I'm just getting ready on the old FPG. And we will be good to go. Oh, mate, this is so painful. There we go. Yeah, cool. That looks like it's coming through. Though twice. Think there's any truth to that Resident Evil 1 remake post? Doubtful, my friend. I don't think so. I think it was just a fun little April Fool's post. I do not think we are getting a Resident Evil 1 remake anytime soon. Not until they go through their existing cycle. I'm open to being wrong though. I really am. Right, we're going to pop that out. Facebook Meta. Actually, no. Get that going. Got a little bit of crackling audio there. Let me see if I can remedy that. There you go. Okay. we're going to go... Oh man, I haven't played this in a long time. I don't know what I've got on this game. This is literally just a PS4 port that I've re-downloaded on my PS5. Mainly because I want to get the Platinum, but we'll save that for another time, I'm sure. So we're going to get this going. And here we go, guys. Resident Evil 3 Remake. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to let me know your thoughts about Resident Evil 3 Remake in the chat.
Angry mobs roam the city, burning buildings. Authorities are bracing for more rioting tonight.
He was knocked unconscious inside.
A citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Here we go.
Commitment, honesty, integrity. These are the
This was
core
terrifying,
values that
actually.
create the foundation for
This was terrifying watching during the pandemic. No, I do want to get... I've got the PS5 Platinum. I just haven't got the...
brighter future for all.
Oh, let's go, Ellen. Digger Jones coming in with the sub. Thank you. Let's go. This is going to go mental, isn't it? Thank you all for the follows over on TikTok. That's actually my Seal is my follow alert on TikTok. Love that. Here we go. Man, we got a bunch of people in the chat. We are live across the board today. I hope you're all doing well. I might have to change that. Just for this stream. Ding ding. Move that to here. Wait, can I just turn Tickfinity down? 2 seconds, guys. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Man, this stream is going mental. There we go. I think I've turned it down. Actually, I might.
Thank you.
Follow. There we go. Right, I've turned it down a bit. Okay, sorry about that, gang. If you're just tuning in, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. We are playing Resident Evil 3 on its 4-year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 4 years since this game dropped. It's absolutely unbelievable. And we had Mark coming in with 1,000 bits. Let's fucking go. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for all the shares. Appreciate that. Yeah, the irony of this releasing during a pandemic is pretty unreal, to be honest. Townsend, thank you for the Twitch subscription. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, bro. How's your day been?
It's been pretty good, man. Great to have you in the chat. Kitsu, how are you? 4 years, man. Time does fly. I'll tell you what, guys. I really like this in Resident Evil 3. I do feel like Resident Evil 3, the original, did not tell the PTSD story of Jill Valentine. I'll explain what I mean in a little while. Huge shout out to everybody who's watching on TikTok as well. Appreciate you. So we got Stinks in the chat. Thank you. Trig, Gatcha Harvey. We'll do a little bit of a roll call as well on whoever's watching on Twitch. Remember, guys, we are trying to get Twitch partner, hopefully by the end of the year. So with your help, I can certainly get there. So if you're watching the stream right now, jump on over twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified. Drop us a cheeky follow. That'd be appreciated. Thank you very much for that, Faceless. I'll do my best to join the streams more often. It'd be great to have you, man. I love doing analysis streams and discussion streams. I'm not a speedrunner or anything like that. I just love talking about my favourite game, my favourite game series, which is Resident Evil. Hey Andy, look forward to the stream today. Been a while since I played this one. Yeah, man, it's been a long time since I jumped on. I'm not doing too bad, thank you, Ellen. Oh, this was cool. Seeing the stars photo was kind of weird. But yes, oh, let's go. Faceless dropping a subscription over on Twitch. Thank you very much, Faceless. And remember, guys, if you're a big fan of professional wrestling, jump on over to Twitter, twitter.com/Faceless. Is it Faceless Pro Wrestling or Faceless Pro? Or Faceless Art, excuse me. Does fantastic pro wrestling edits. We're not talking about WWE stuff. We're talking about real graps, dude. Real fucking graps. Huge shout out to Faceless. Anthony, thank you. Raccoon milk. I don't know if I want to have raccoon milk. Thank you for the share, Anthony. But yes, I felt like Resident Evil 3, the original, didn't tell a good enough story. Thank you for the share, Andy, of kind of the PTSD element of Resident Evil 1. Like, Jill went through a lot in Resident Evil 1. That was kind of just glazed over as the kind of strong, independent woman in the original Resident Evil 3. So I love the fact that there was this PTSD opening in this Resident Evil. I love that. Yes, on Twitter, make sure you're following this chap. Faceless Art 305, man. Most unreal professional wrestling edits. Mainstream, thank you, Lawrence, for jumping over to Twitch. I suppose you don't have a Twitch partnership already. The reason why I don't have a Twitch partnership is because I never really used to stream on it. So now we're in full swing. Now we're really fucking going for it. We're with Facebook being in the position that it's in. You know, funny enough, this is a complete sideshow compared to what I used to do on Facebook gaming. We used to have 300-400 viewer chats. It used to be absolutely popping, but they changed your algorithm, and unfortunately, yeah, it's not fantastic. Cistern Rat, I see you, Han. I see you. Thank you for the follow. Bowser Games coming with the follow as well on TikTok. But yes, you have to evolve with the times, and I'll always be grateful for the experiences that I've had on Facebook, and I'll always do my best to still kind of retain that Facebook viewership, even though my reach is severely limited on Facebook than what it used to be. I'll always cherish my time on Facebook, but I've got to move forward with the times. I want to reach more and more Resident Evil fans, and the only way I do that is if I make that jump to Twitch. So we've got a fantastic community with Team RPD, Matt RPD and the gang, who've been extremely accommodating to helping me. It's a mutually beneficial relationship, of course, but helping me and him to kind of establish myself here on Twitch. And yeah, hopefully in time we can get that all important partnership. I want to be the first Resident Evil creator to be YouTube partner, which I already am, to be Twitch partner, and to be Facebook gaming partner, which I already am. Andy dropping 99 stars.
Biohazard story release, Andy?
Was that a Keeper's Diary reference? Holy shit, was that a Keeper's Diary reference? Yes. So we intend to, I mean, it's kind of like, it's up in the air at the moment because we've still got a lot of post-production to do. I'm envisaging we're not too far off, maybe another month. Andrew actually posted a production update over on the Keeper's Diary socials. Check that out.
Let me grab my...
Don Pablo, thank you, sir. Appreciate dropping by. Dean, it's been a while, man. Hope you're doing well. Here's the big boy. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're pretty sure, to be honest, faceless. I mean, to be honest, I'm not really... I have one very strong opinion about Resident Evil 5. Oh, shit. Hey, Suspect 13, how's it going? This was a cool sequence. I really like this. It was just like a million miles an hour. Are you ready for WrestleMania? Yes. Yes, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Obviously, being in the UK, I'll probably only check out night one because I do have to work on Monday. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, in terms of... Oh boy, Miss Emmy Devil dropping in a cheeky subscription. Huge shout out to Team RPD member, Miss Emmy Devil. Appreciate that.
BHD.Andy.
BHD.Andy. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, so I really don't have a lot of polarizing opinions on things. I like to try and use the time that I have to stream as an escapism from, you know, it's actually how Biohazard Declassified was first prominent. Is we played Resident Evil 3 during the pandemic, kind of as an escapism to IRL. And I suppose the only real controversial opinion is I don't think Resident Evil 5 is racist. That's the only polarizing opinion that I have. But generally, I like to think that you represent your community. If you're a chill person, you're not a polarizing individual that has controversial opinions or too many controversial opinions, you're generally okay. But as I said, yeah, this is a really cool scene. Like, this kind of was a little bit of an addition to Resident Evil 3. Because we didn't go in the apartment, we kind of just got blown out of the apartment, and then you start as Jill in the original Resident Evil 3. Man, we got all the boys and the girls. Chat. I hate the fact this game is so cutscene heavy. Other than that, I think it's a great game. Yeah, it can be kind of cutscene heavy. And yeah, this is what's frustrating, right? So we have this unique opportunity right here where we're in Resident Evil 3 and we're not like exploring any of this. We're not walking around it. It just kind of like takes your hand and walks you through it really quickly. And that's a real shame. Stephen's in the chat. How's it going? Thank you. Remember, guys, we're live across the board today. And if you're just tuning in, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified, dedicated Resident Evil content creator, do a lot of streams, memes, daily Resident Evil content across the platforms. So if you're enjoying the stream wherever you're watching it, could I trouble you to jump on over to our Twitch, twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified, to drop a cheeky follow on our quest for our Twitch partner, excuse me. I actually really like this end poster. You see where it says disaster? That's meant to be the one of the Resident Evil 5 concept images. Resident Evil 6 concept images. Obviously, air combat in the corner, 1942. That's actually a game by Capcom back in the day, but kind of looks like Top Gun. A lot of the Resident Evil art was sponsored by Top Gun, which is kind of cool. Or not sponsored, referenced in Top Gun. Like, I feel like Wesker was kind of like Val Kilmer. Obviously, Chris Redfield was a pilot. He had the fucking Top Gun style bomber jacket made in heaven. That was kind of cool. I've just realised this is... I never noticed this before, but there is a Nemesis pod here. Not too bad, thank you, Daniel. Hope you're doing well. Ben's in the chat. Great to have you in.
Brad! Here they come! In here!
Now, what was cool about this is they reintroduced the dodge mechanic, and I do think it works better in this one than the original. The original one was very hit and miss, but the problem is when you go back and play RE2 Remake, you think you've got a dodge mechanic, but you don't. It can be really frustrating. Actually, let's see. No, not Brad. Now, dude, guys, we have to talk about this section right here.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Right, so what did you think of that sequence, and how did that stack up against the original Resident Evil 3, and how Brad ends up in that? Resident Daz, my good friend, brother in arms, Mr. Darren Williams, is in the chat. How's it going, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure having you in chat. I think it's been like forever since you was in the chat. But to be fair, it's been a while since we've actually played Resident Evil 3. So, oh man, Darren's one of the boys. I love him long time, and always appreciate his contributions in the chat. Oh, we got some big fucking... Hang on, for some reason my Tiki-Toki's not coming through. I might just have to keep it open. Thank you to everyone who's watching on Tiki-Toki, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Retro Hub's in it. Oh man, fucking look! All of a sudden, all the comments coming through now. Retro Hub, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Tapstar. Original seemed more scary, but that's because I was like 10. I can see that. I can really see that. I might actually just shrink that down. Yeah, there we go. We got a very intricate setup here. I thought the big positive from this game was Carlos's development was epic. Yes, I'm actually going to do a bit of a roll call over on our Twitch right now. See who's in the chat. Let's have a gander. Mo Somar, how's it going? Great to have you chat. Sornex in the chat. Let's fucking go. How's it going, brother? Man, we got a bunch of people in here today. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in today. We are playing Resident Evil 3 on the 4-year anniversary. I cannot believe it's been 4 years since this game was dropped. Absolutely unbelievable. Resident Daz coming in with the 400 bits. Appreciate that, Darren. Love you long time. Horror Game Central's in the chat. Let's fucking go. How you doing, Will? The big boy. Survival Horror Central. Horror Game Central over on Twitter. Love him long time. Man, we got bunches of people in here. Andy Morris, ADB, Ants, ASMR Miu, BB Jamie, Boris, Chat Yeah, Cheddar Ashtray, Commander Root, Donk7, Dank Freeze, Data Not Found, Digger Jones in the chat, of course, Faceless Art Pro, Franklin Gaming, Gabbing About's lurking about, love that. Love Gabbing About, Giz Mojo Jojo, thank you. Glenn, J-Kid Snake, what a name, J-Kid Snake, what a naughty boy. Kitsu, Comblocks, Joey, Let Me Live Gaming, Lawsub, Mark, fuck me, how many Marks were watching this stream? We're full of Marks, and that's not counting Faceless Art. Oh, sorry, Faceless, mate. You caught a stray bullet there. Maestro, McBrew, Melissa, Morganu, Mr. Beach, Neepet, Nix Lee, Petty Toes, Regress, Resident Daz, Saphiro, Sornek, Schrommel, Slatovan, Spoon. Fuck me. We've got so many people and we've not even had a single raid. This is glorious. Tarsay, Ouija, TJ Green, Townsend, Treadway, Valendan, Weeman, and Zoe Love. Oh, they are just some of the fantastic people that are in the stream today. Jose, how's it going? Hey Andy, hope you're doing well. Awesome catching up with you at Insomnia. Thank you. Mr. Allen, hope you're doing well. Plot twist, all of our names are Mark. Yeah, you all gaslight me. Everyone's called Mark. Okay. Now I've got to remember what I'm doing here. Oh, right, yeah. So, right, okay. Damn, it's been so long since we played this. Oh. Now, normally, on the harder difficulties, there's actually a zombie that stands here and, like, blocks your way, and it's really fucking annoying, because you have to, like, backtrack, or backpedal, sorry. Now, can you change on the go like you can in... I don't think you can. No, you can't. I guess you can't. We are playing on normal mode today, nah, Pets McGrath. I was going to... I'm going to kind of do a bit of a... Oh, let's go, Mark. Dropping the 1,000 bits. Really appreciate that. Man, huge shout out to Mark. He's been an absolute boy in these last couple of streams. Just absolutely dropping the donos. I really appreciate that. So, I actually do have the Platinum Trophy for the PS5 version. So, I'm playing the PS4 version, which is the version we probably all remember. But yeah, we're just playing normal mode because like, this is literally like a new game. Gizmojo Jojo, how's it going? Jonathan's in the chat. Dude, there are so many people in the chat today across the board. Look at these comments section on all of these platforms. Now you tell me that multi-stream doesn't work and you can't focus on one platform. No, you just have to get a platform that works for you. A setup, excuse me, that works for you, where you can interpret everyone's chat at the same time. Don't matter what platform you're watching today. I'll be able to read your comments and I'll be able to bring them up. That's the fucking best part about it all. This is a completely throwaway section.
And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe.
Let's go, Mark. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that.
Missy?
Be honest with yourself, the opening sequence was awesome, showing us the RC outbreak. Yeah, I would actually like a series based on that, to be honest. It was really well done. I always love doing this, guys. Where is everyone watching my stream from today? If you could comment your city and your country, that would really be appreciated. We want to really show off the diversity of Resident Evil fans. Django Bojangles in the chat. Great to have you in the chat. Welcome. It's 4 years since Resident Evil 3 Remake come out. It's crazy. This is kind of cool. I love this little area with the parking attendant. Snacky Chan's in the chat. Thank you. Oh, shit. Small Midwestern town. Dude, are you in Raccoon City right now? Oh, no way. No way. We got chomped. Craig Mason, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Got absolutely chomped then. I suppose canonically you're never actually meant to be bitten in Resident Evil. That's why it's not that Resident Evil characters are invincible to or invulnerable to the T virus. It's just canonically you're not meant to be bitten, really. So stars in the chat. Love this Jill. This Jill's awesome. Cosmopox in the chat. Thank you. What do you think of... this is a great question from Grandatron. What do you think to Jill's outfit? I like her look, but she falls into line of female characters with the tank top jeans combo over recent years. Yes, it was kind of an interesting setup. I mean, this isn't her traditional outfit, but I think it does work. But it definitely goes into that kind of Lara Croft, like Last of Us. I think they have a tank top in that too. That kind of like lady wearing a tank top trope. Wonder where they got it from. I need context. Oh boy, we got a big boy. Let's just throw this dude out of his car. Zach Taft's in the chat. Let's go. How's it going? We gotta go. We gotta go.
Start, damn it.
Come on.
It's my turn, bitch.
What are your thoughts about Nicole swearing so much? Ooh. Also, the car landed straight on Nemesis. It's glorious. There's only one Nemesis. But yes, all you guys in the chat, what do you think of Jill's outfit? That's what I want to know. Versus the original, yes or no? Wish there were more Easter eggs in the Stars room. Would have loved to see some more files or flashbacks to the Spencer mansion. Yeah, like in the original, you had like the emblem in one of the boxes. Like the gold emblem, which was kind of cool. Yeah, Faceless has just dropped a fantastic comment, and I'll bring it up in just a second. Oof.
Hey, easy, lady.
This is a good-looking game, isn't it? It's a really good-looking game.
I'm saving you. Come on, let's get you someplace safe.
Yeah, I really want to bring up bring up Faceless's comment because this is a banger, and I would really like to further develop it because this does affect me personally.
I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go.
Right, so Resident Evil lore is cool. I find it funny that mainstream media hasn't been able to adapt it correctly. That's why your fan film is important. Fans are the future for creating content. And, you know, as much as this is a self-serving pat on the back that I do appreciate, you are 100% on the mark. I don't think we are going to see an authentic Resident Evil experience unless it's produced in a fan setting. Now, with Keeper's Diary, for example, I don't have no investors, aside from, you know, Indiegogo backers, of course, but ultimately it's still our vision. Like, we're not being told what to do. We don't have a production or executives telling us what to do on it. So we are designing a film by fans for fans. That has its perks and that has its limitations. Obviously, limitations is we can only ever work free of charge, which to most people that's a dream, and to me it's a dream. But you know, I pretty much committed like 6 months unpaid to Keeper's Diary because of the absolute love of the game. And one day I would love to be remunerated for the fan films, but you know, it's a pipe dream right now. But yeah, ultimately, I just think they're getting the formula wrong. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make, it's kind of like wrestling, you know, we talk about wrestling all the time, Faceless. They're trying to make something that is niche, let's call it like AEW. They're trying to make something niche appeal to the casuals. And that's what they're trying to do with Resident Evil. Resident Evil, whether we like it or not, survival horror is still a niche genre of horror. It's a subsection of horror which is still very niche. And because of that, they want to make it appeal to the casuals, and it's just not.
No thanks. He's all yours.
It's just not working. So I think try and get more people on board with the idea of Resident Evil, rather than try and make Resident Evil something that it is not. I hope that makes sense.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa. What are you talking about? Look, we're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that. Look, you don't have to trust
Exactly,
me.
Han.
I don't
Han's
go
got
on
it.
a shelter.
Han understands.
You coming?
Andy and the others doing the Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself when it comes to the Keeper's Diary. Yes, and the most hilarious thing about the Keeper's Diary is it almost like just never became a reality, really. If Andrew never spent all that money making a trailer to prove that he was a competent director, that was kind of like a datum to proving that he's a competent director. If JJ never platformed that concept trailer, if I never got on board as a producer and brought the rest of the behind the scenes team together, like none of this happens. So it's crazy, like the butterfly effect. Zach, let me find your question, sir. Watching, oh no, Snacky Chan, watching WrestleMania. That's the second person to ask me am I watching WrestleMania. I'll probably do night one.
Carlos, you didn't even think to
I don't know if I'd be doing a watch along. I'd love to do I don't have all the time in the world, but I would love to do a wrestling version of Biohazard Declassified that's dedicated to wrestling, because two big passions in my life: Resident Evil, wrestling.
It's Jill.
I just don't think it's appropriate me doing wrestling content on Biohazard Declassified.
I am UBCS.
I'm trying to find Zach's question.
My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Question with Jill's character: do you think she would get along with masked superheroes?
She is completely cut off.
Say Spider-Man or Batman. I mean, she might not like masked vigilantes. Is she kind of a superhero now because she's like full of the G virus or whatever, the Nemesis T-type virus, excuse me?
Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords.
Real Graps Biohazard, you know the score.
Yes. Well, We are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving,
Get off my
we can
train,
evacuate some
shitbird.
survivors.
Paul,
We need help.
great comment here. Have you seen the film The Iron Claw of Zac Efron? I got about halfway through it, and because I was looking after my daughter at the time, and I just absolutely collapsed with exhaustion. But from what I've seen so far, it's fucking unbelievable. Obviously, I know the story of the Von Erichs, being the avid wrestling historian I am. So I knew the story of the Von Erichs. It was just very interesting to see how, like, to me, that's the first real huge mainstream film about wrestling. I know we've had The Wrestler. I know we've had that film about Paige's family, but this was like a first real big wrestling movie. What did you guys think of it? I know we're getting a little bit off track of Resident Evil, but that's okay. Couldn't watch an AEW stream. That is more of a mess than 2K20. You keep your politics away from me, sir. We only appreciate real graps here. To be honest, on Resident Evil is short enough to turn it into a movie if they keep it as it is. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking short enough.
Jill, it's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
What are your thoughts about Jill Valentine, though? She was a lot more aggressive in this one. Like, Catherine Disher's... Hang on. What are your thoughts about Jill Valentine's more like... She's more aggressive in this than she was in the original. Also, oh yeah, I forgot. Knife is actually not bound to a button. You have to pick up things manually. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I see a lot of people stream on Twitch. I don't know if I will do a wrestling channel, to be honest, James. Because, like, my time's already so limited. Like, obviously, like, bringing up a child now. And other commitments I've got in my life. Oh, I've got recovery coins. Nice. We're just going to play it vanilla for now. But, yeah, maybe I was a bit... I did actually have a wrestling podcast. I don't know if Faceless is still in here, but I had a wrestling podcast back in the day. I only produced, like, a few episodes. Like, when I was in university. Are you ready for the name? It was called... Are you ready? You ready? It was called... The Ministry of Smarkness. And we had fucking Undertaker's, like, ministry theme playing over, like, classic, like, footage from back in the day. Oh, I always wanted to, like, revisit it, but every year, like, I just get more and more busy, and I just, as I said, like, wrestling's one of my big passions. And, like, yeah, obviously, I've gotten Biohazard to a fairly good level, and to manage that and a wrestling brand would be very difficult. I did like seeing, like, Raccoon City in the RE engine, though, like, the outside. Oh! Fuck, I forgot about that, dude. That's not good. Oh, no! Oh, what the fuck? We're getting balls. We're getting destroyed here, boys. We gotta go. Yeah, she had a proper filthy mouth in this game. I completely forgot about that.
Carlos, I've reached the main
One day we should do a random wrestling podcast. Oh, dude, I'm in total agreement. Dude, we should do it on fucking your ex account. I think that'd be sick. Look at this dude. Quit watching WWE after they bought WCW. McBrew loves real graps. Real graps confirmed. You could, dude, you could literally call it the Faceless Wrestling Podcast, dude. Like, kind of running alongside your existing, like, because you already got that kind of audience, like the, I hate using the term smart audience, but you know what I mean, like the smart wrestling fan audience, which will appreciate that type of content. I did like the callback to Resident Evil 5 with these like Ride the Lightning boxes. Who's your favourite RE character? I don't think you can ever beat OG Charlie's. Yeah, I think Chris Redfield is probably my favourite, just in every incarnation. Chris Redfield's amazing. That's something I've been thinking about. Many things I would like to explore in the future. Yeah, I mean, you know, with X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it nowadays, with it being so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's starting to become a bit more podcaster friendly, just of the format that it's in. So just get it on Spotify, publish it on X, because you've kind of got that audience already. I think you're onto a winner there, dude. Fancy box. I can't even remember what's in here, dude. It's been so long since I played this game, but honestly, guys, for everybody who's in the chat, let us know. We're live on like every conceivable streaming platform right now. Give us a wave. If you love Resident Evil 3, give us a thumbs up in the chat. If you hate Resident Evil 3, give us a thumbs down. Let's get a bit of a follower. Fucking what am I trying to say? Follower interaction. There we go. Any jobs going? If only. James knows Real Graps. Wait, we got another Real Graps technician in the chat. We get a lot of thumbs up in the chat. I'm now reminded that the one thing RE3 Remake did better was the original game's music. It doesn't have the RE2 save theme. Yeah, that was left field, wasn't it? It's also got the credits, the RE2 original credits theme here in this room. It's kind of cool. Everybody knows you need free pizza to get over. Oh, Critical Ether, dude. We got Faceless Art in the chat as well. I'm sure you follow Faceless Art because you're a fucking mark like I am. Dan coming in. Mark City, baby. Dan's in the chat. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. By the way, if you're just tuning in, guys, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified. We're playing Resident Evil 3 Remake on its 4-year anniversary. Man, fucking Nick, do you remember we played this game when it first came out? Man, has it really been 4 years? I feel like we've known each other forever. I can't remember the code that was in here, so that's why we're in this room. We've got some high-grade gunpowder. Only game to have like high-grade gunpowder in it. I don't think it was in Resident Evil 2. Aqua Cure. Remember that when you watch Keeper's Diary? 937. Okay. Did I really just spoil something in the Keeper's Diary? Dude, my mouth is like a leaky fucking sieve. Take it easy, Han. Always appreciate you dropping by. Emily's in the chat. Let's fucking go. Have I missed your comments, Emily? Hang on. Oh, we got a big boy coming towards me. Hold your leg, damn it. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Emily. It's, oh, I'm going to die. It's Resident Evil 3 Remake, and the chat is just fucking smashing past. It's all good, Andy. Hope you and the family are well. Yes. Yes, I was intending on going live on Sunday, like this Sunday just gone. But she literally kept us up all night and all day, and it was brutal. So I don't want to give you guys like 10% effort. I want to give you 100%, and I can't do that if I'm absolutely bollocks from my daughter keeping me up. 937, 937. 937. Oh shit. Oh. Do you like shooting people in the head? There we go. The zombie are gonna grab your drawstring. Have we got fucking Drew Gulak in the chat? Oh, this way. 9 3 7. Yes. We'll forgive you. Newborn stage can be a toughie. Yes, I mean, we're enjoying every moment of it, but, you know, you have good days and bad days, as you know. I would say so. Silent Dad Plays Games, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you dropping by. But yes, so more to the point, Emily, we will be doing Sunday Lara every single week on a Sunday, of course. Sunday Lara helps. Happy birthday, Andy. It's not my birthday. It's Resident Evil 3's birthday. But I appreciate the sentiment. My birthday's in a couple of months. Oh. So weird to hear his name drop like that. By everyone, I mean everyone backstage. Yeah, dude, that it's almost like I heard nothing about Drew Gulak until like a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, Ronda Rousey is on a bit of a rampage at the moment. Some of it justified, some of it I'm like, eh. Like she was talking about being the greatest female MMA fighter, and I'm like, not sure about that. You gonna celebrate big, Andy? What, for my birthday? Probably not. I have children now. I'm an old man. I'm joking. I'm 29 in May. We need to go this way, don't we? Yeah. I mean, the extent that Ronda Rousey goes to not congratulate Holly Holm for absolutely eviscerating at that time. Oh, shit. Hey, sick boy. How's it going? Yeah, literally, she got absolutely eviscerated twice and just, like, exited the sport, so... So I'm just going to move this over a tad. She was maybe, but not anymore. Yeah, do you remember, like, I remember when Ronda Rousey was in her absolute peak, and everyone was like, oh my God, like, could she beat up Floyd Mayweather? We actually used to say that. Yeah, mine's the 8th of May, also known as the day World War II ended. Oh, piss off, man. Do you know what? I said that the dodge mechanic was good in this game. I lied. Martin, how's it going? Oh, dude. Chrissy, how's it going? I'm getting eviscerated here. Nikolai is one savage in this game, dude. Overrated fighter who was fighting cans. When actual elite fighters came into the women's division, it exposed her. Yeah, and I do sympathise because you got to think Ronda Rousey was like, she obviously, you know, Gina Carano and all that came before her, but she really took women's MMA to another level, and because of that, you know, she was fighting a lot of cans. Andy ended anti-Semitism. Shalom, my brother. Yeah, Nikolai's pretty brutal in this. This next scene articulates that perfectly, and Nikolai is great in this. I actually have... Matt RPD gave this to me. He did. He just as it's a bit dusty because I've moved house, but that is a. Let me just blow this up on the big screen. If you're watching on Twitch, that is a signed Neil Newbern portrait. So he played Nikolai, and if you didn't know, he was the voice of the Nemesis, which is kind of cool. Yeah, he's a historian too. Yes, he is. Hey, Tony, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I literally came back on Saturday. Elizabeth, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the share. Follow. Man, you've been following me for literally 4 years. No, I didn't actually... No, I did meet Neil at Insomnia. He actually jumped in the back of my stream once, which was pretty funny. I've not got any lockpicks, I don't think. Or oh no, sorry, I'm talking about the wrong game. Who's also Heisenberg Village? Yes, that is correct. I'm going to pop this away. Yeah, this scene is brutal. Like, you thought Nikolai was brutal in the original RE3. Watch this, dude. It's crazy.
Here, UBCS?
Yeah, careful, careful.
Oh, we had a bunch of gifts over on Tiki Toki. I appreciate that. Let me just bring it down.
What the fuck?
He was infected.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars, this soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. We don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
Wait, Han, are you still in the chat? You talking about zombie movies? I'm your man. I know many. The GM. Remake still hurts. Okay, right. So a bit of follower interaction, if I may. So Han is a big follower of mine. Found her over on TikTok. She literally follows me on all these different streams, even if she doesn't like the games. I always appreciate Han's support. Now, Han has asked a question. Let me pull it up in the chat if I've still got it. I guess there's a lot of people in the chat that know of good horror/zombie movies. She needs help finding one. Let me know, guys. What's your favourite zombie horror movie, and I can forward them over to Han. I'd say probably Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead's like amazing. It's a zombie film, but it's a comedy, so it's a little bit different than probably what you're used to. But it's legitimately really good. World War Z, now that's a good one. OG Dawn of the Dead, always here. I actually started watching that the other day. It was on Prime. The Crazies, dude. The Crazies is fantastic. Oh, we got Doggerinos here. Oh, shit. Oh, no! There was a really good one, I was told, called... is it Train to Busan? Train to Busan. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, my aim is complete trash. Gabin's in the chat. Great to have you in. Are you criticising me? Critical. Busan. Oh, I saw Busan. I thought he was taking the piss. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. 28 days later and 28 weeks later. It's pretty good. This is not an Inferno, Liam. I am dangerously behind on the times. I've got a platinum trophy on the PS5 version. We're just doing a bit of a fun stream with the PS4 one. I could just use the recovery coin, to be honest. Yeah, have a look. I don't know if you can see it, Han, but if you look on the Twitch chat, I'll try my best to read them out, but if you look on the Twitch chat, there's just loads coming through. Yeah, final boss in Inferno is no joke. I said that earlier, like, the difficulty spike is just unbelievable. Dude, I suck at aiming. Oh, she didn't like that, did she? Oh, there you go. That's what Doctor ordered. Oh, there's another fella there. Last of Us is pretty good if you like the Last of Us HBO series. Ooh, be careful this fella. Oof. Come on. Boing. Oh, no way she's still up. Last of Us was surprisingly good. I never play Control. Alan in the chat always pesters me to play it. The Korean Netflix series All of Us is Dead. Dude, there's a lot of Korean stuff on Netflix now, which is really, really cool. Like experiencing different cultures and stuff. Come on, guys, load me in. Zombie films. We need zombie films to let Han know. So the Korean Netflix, Dawn of the Dead, 28 Days Later, Zombieland, Train to Busan. Yeah, we're doing good. We're talking all about Resident Evil 3 turning 4 years old, and we're talking all about our favourite zombie films. So get involved. Let us know. What's your favourite zombie film? We've got Han over on TikTok, who's big wants to know about some cool zombie films. Hashtag alive. Let's go. Ash is in the chat. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I think I was misunderstood. Oh, don't start now. iZombie. Oh my god, that was glorious. iZombie was great. What an interesting spin on traditional zombies. I'm already dead. Had a great theme as well. I'm already dead. Yeah, yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, I actually really liked Army of the Dead. I don't know what you guys thought about. That was Zack Snyder. I thought it was pretty good. Remember a scene from a specific movie. I need help based on a bad description of that one scene. Okay, yeah, let us know. I'll try and figure it out. Dead Set. Oh, why do I remember that? Zombie horror TV show set in the Big Brother house. Ooh. Oh, Gavin About's got con flu. F in the chat. Hope you feel better soon, sir. Land of the Dead wasn't too bad. I can see it. I remember that being pretty good, actually. The girl with all the gifts. Arclay, Resident Evil concept, also known as Dave. Literally must have watched it 10 to 15 times. Should have got the Netflix contract rather than the garbage we got. Interesting story about Dave. So, Sean Liebert was the director of Dave, and Rob Knorr was a producer on the project. Rob was actually one of the associate producers who very kindly donated a fairly hefty chunk of change as part of the Indiegogo campaign, and he was actually on set with us for a couple of days. Really awesome guy. He also provided the Glock to us for one of our other shoots. The exact Glock from Arclay. So yeah, Keeper's Diary and Arclay are closer than you might think. Hey Becca, how are you? What's up, Andy? It's been a while, dude. Bless you, sir. Great to have you in the chat. Ouija. It sounds like 28 Days Later. Wait. Let me have a look. What? I think the scene is in a movie. People infected by sharing liquid, so a man is basically stuck with his face upwards. There's a drop of what I think is saliva from a zombie that falls into the eye. Yes, that scene is in 28 Days Later. A bird drops some blood and it gets in his eye and it turns him into a zombie immediately. I'm pretty sure that is 28 Days Later. Yes, absolute legend, Andy. And again, something like that is what I'd like to see. I wanted to see, like, something that I think would be really cool is if we had a Resident Evil series that was based in the Arkley Mountains. That was kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry, I've got too much gear on me. I need to get that shotgun ASAP. That you know that starting sequence in Resident Evil 1 where it's like a bizarre encounters from where there was attacks with groups of around 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. You know, we need to, I'd love to know the context of that. Like a farmer coming across a dead horse or dead livestock. And he's like, who the hell was eating these livestock? And he gets attacked by a zombie and shit. You know? Wasn't there going to be a Walking Dead movie? Oh, dude, Walking Dead is like so past the point of no return at this point. I am just going to raid downtown here. Exactly, Sornek. You know exactly what I'm saying. Again, appreciate everyone dropping past today. If you're just tuning in, Andy here, Biohazard Declassified, dedicated Resident Evil content creator. We're playing some Resident Evil 3 on the 4th anniversary. This game is 4 years old. I cannot believe it. I'll just shot him straight in the face. Let me know if you loved it. Let me know if you hate it. Let's get a bit of a discussion going now. We've got an absolute boatload of people in all platforms. Remember, guys, we are trying to aim for Twitch partner this year. I would really like to secure it. With your help, I can do that. So if you're watching on other platforms, please jump on over on our Twitch. Drop us a follow. Twitch.tv/Biohazard It'd mean a lot. Sornek becoming a subscriber. Thank you very much, Sornek. Welcome to Team Biohazard. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. And yeah, pleasure meeting you up at Insomnia. We had some really, really cool chats, and I'd love to expand on them in due course. Well, I know we was talking a lot about Silent Hill, Resident Evil, of course. But today's topic, of course, is Resident Evil 3. This game is absolutely polarizing in the Resident Evil community. It's really... Oh, there we go, we got it. It really is like Marmite. You've got people that love it, and you've got people that absolutely detest this game, let me tell you. So what do you think? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know. Sorry, Andy, I love Walking Dead. The new Rick and Michonne series was excellent. Yeah, I mean, I watched the first 3 seasons of Walking Dead, and I thought it was exceptional. It just great TV show. But then it became like whole episodes were going past in season 4 and 5, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, has anything happened? There's just a bunch of people talking, and it's really fucking frustrating. Hey, Mark's in the chat. Fucking Raccoon City Surplus himself. Make sure you jump on over to my Twitch, guys. I've got Mark's code in my description. You can get 10% off if you buy something on his page. He does fantastic Resident Evil models. That's Raccoon City Surplus over on Etsy. He actually made this naughty boy for me. Let me go grab it. Look at this bad boy. Look at this fella. I'm the Resident Evil now. So yeah, going over on my Twitch in my About section, there's a link to his Etsy. You get 10% off if you use Biohazard 10 at checkout. Okay, right. So I accidentally tabbed out of my fucking. Just make sure this is all coming through. I just want to make sure I'm getting my... Where's the ticky-tocky? Just want to make sure all the alerts are coming through. Thank you for all the shares, by the way. It really means a lot, sharing on Facebook. There we go. I think we're here. I liked Fear the Walking Dead LA Outbreak. Oh, I need to watch Fear the Walking Dead. I've heard good things about it, but I just hope it isn't like Walking Dead, where it's like, oh yeah, it's like the typical cliche story, like, oh yeah, the real monsters are the humans themselves, you know? It's like such an overplayed trope. Right, let me sort this out. There we go. Right, cool. We are cool. think we should be okay for everything now. Let's get this moving. Okay, right. Oh, yeah, we want to go this way. I am going through this a bit slow, guys, because I just have not played this game in a long time. Fear the Walking Dead has a great couple of seasons, then it got bad. Yeah, that's what I mean with Walking Dead. Like, Walking Dead, I felt like I was just... I was watching episodes and I'm like... Dude, what is happening? Like, I've watched like 3 episodes and no plot has moved forward at all. So it just got really boring. So yeah, unfortunately, I just called it a fucking day, to be honest. Oh, shit. I caught them both. Oh, that was beautiful. Chris, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Your thing isn't coming through on... Oh, hang on. Let me just quickly sort that out. TikTok is not coming through. Let me... It's in one of these fucking 8 million tabs I've got open. Yep, tube reviews okay. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, yeah, it's here. That wasn't even... Okay. Okay, fine. Sorry about that, gang. We are back. Huge shout out to... man, I think we're sitting at around like 50 viewers on Twitch. It's amazing. Thank you. Shotty 2 Hottie. Yeah, you know the score. I'm about to go pick up a Shotty 2 Hottie right now. Oh. Oh, we got a naughty boy here. Prime naughty boy. Oh. Gotta be careful. Chris with the heart, thank you. And to think taxidermy used to be Andy's hobby, but no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now. Man, Brian Irons in the original is just glorious. Okay, right, so we finally made it back. Have you heard of TW? Yeah, The Walking Dead's like a whole universe now, isn't it? But no longer. Finally. Alejandro, how's it going? Umbrella. Is that voice Enrico's? Walking Dead is now set in Paris, France. Huh? Hope not. Oh, I need to turn the power on. Sorry. Man. What is up with me today? I'm playing Resident Evil at snail's pace. I've never played the Telltale Walking Dead. I've heard good things. Maybe at some point we'll play that. I've heard good things about it. Would you guys want to see that? It's like a Heavy Rain type game, isn't it? Oh, let's not do that. Oh, slipped out. Didn't even know he was gone. Craig, great to have you back. Make a shot like the TikTok I posted. Huh? I'll have to check it out. Hello. Have you collected the 3 gems? Yes, I think I've just got them now, actually. We're just on our way back to deal with the brain lickers, brain suckers. Actually got a boatload of shotgun ammo. 26. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Damn, RE3 just downloaded as I have to do my late night kitchen shift. Was going to play along but roll on 2:30 when I finish. Let's go. Well, I kicked a clay. Ooh. Yeah, that was a banger to be fair. Hey, Nintendo, how's it going? Appreciate you dropping by. Hope you're doing well. I can't find where to watch these Walking Dead spin-offs in the UK. Is it not on like Disney Plus or something? I feel like it'd probably be on Disney Plus. But yes, Nintendo, thank you for joining us on the 4th anniversary of Resident Evil 3. What are your fondest memories of RE3? Do you love it? Do you hate it? How does it stack up against the original? And actually, I'll extend that to the rest of the people in the chat across all the platforms today. What's your favourite? The original Resident Evil 3 or the remake, and why? And if you want something else to answer, and this is a big one for me. This is a really big one, actually. What do you think the Resident Evil 3 remake does well? We always hear about, oh, it's all short, it's cut content. Yeah. I totally get that. I sympathise, blah, blah, blah. But what I want to know is, what do you think the Resident Evil 3 remake done well? What did it do well? Yeah, the GameCube version of the original was pretty interesting. Rigby, how are you? Difficulty modes were done well, yep. It does well in ambience, it's super realistic. I can see that. Carlos is fantastic. Carlos is absolutely unbelievable in this game. This was a completely weird part of this game. Like, this is... Oh, let me quickly grab a herb. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? Thank you for joining on Tiki Toki. Carlos is a lot better in this game. Yes, I agree. Carlos is such a standout in this game, man. Like, he's just a real deal. Yeah, this is like... I don't understand why this scene exists. Like, this whole scene looks fantastic, by the way. Carlos is unbelievably hot in this game. I agree. Green Herb Gang for life. You know the score, Alexis. Yeah, I don't... Look, this scene here. Why does this exist? I need to know why. Tell me why. Oh, man, Gavin just dropped a banger, which I completely forgot to talk about.
Gross.
This one here, biggest part I like, the context on how Marvin got bitten. Dude, fantastic. Even though I don't particularly like that Brad doesn't get eviscerated by the Nemesis like he does in the original, I'm happy they provided clarity on how he got bitten. Oh, we got some... I thought they made these too like the liquors. Sorry, in the original I meant, not in this. They're more like spiders in this, I guess. Hello. You should try one of the mods. The mods? The mods of what?
Here we go.
Oh, yeah. I'll hold it. Believable. Hang on. Oh, shit. Dude, my aim is terrible on console. Yeah, it doesn't hang around this game, actually. It's like just balls to the wall action. Craig, thank you for the roses, by the way, over on Tiki Toki. Appreciate that. Oh, I was today years old when I realised that this game's got a quick turn.
Come on!
Oh shit. I wonder if we'll ever get a documentary on why so much was changed / cut. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Peter Fabiano, the director of I'm sure he was the director of Resident Evil 5. Oh shit, sorry. Whoa, there are so many beings. There we go. I'm sure he was the director of Resident Evil 3. Maybe. He might have been creative director. I don't know. Thank you, Han. Appreciate that. We'll see you soon, I'm sure. No! Don't. Right. Have we done them all now? Yeah, 4 out of 4. Cool. I will answer that question in just a second, Gavin. Let's get out of here. Okay, we're cool. Right. Right. I wonder if we'll ever get a documentary on something, on why so much was changed / cut. So, Peter Fabiano did do an interview a few years ago saying that this Resident Evil was their intended vision. Like, straight up. Bro was just honest as fuck. He just said, this Resident Evil 3, we're not going to be adding anything to it. This is our intended vision on what we wanted Resident Evil 3 to be. So, take from that what you like. But yeah, I'll be very interested to see why they chose certain decisions. I really don't want to take that recovery coin out of the box, so I want to try and play the game vanilla.
Carlos.
Yeah, that's right, Nintendo. That's right. Yeah, it was made by, is it M2? M3? Like, because Resident Evil 2 Remake was made by, like, Capcom's in-house studio. But yeah, this was made by, like, I'm sure it was M3 or something, or M2, I think they're called. Right, I do want to get the box off the fella. I thought it was the Nemesis Alan, actually, but I guess it wasn't. Oh, shit. Oh, no! Straight in danger. Oh, shit, I forgot he charges up. What are you doing, Daddy? No. Actually, I've got a grenade, which I realised drops him in like 1. Thank you for the share, appreciate that. Oh, he's guarding it. Damn. Okay, that was kind of painful. Rizna, how are you? Great to have you in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Oh, why does this keep doing this? Must have to keep that tab open. There we go. There you go. Right. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Rizna. Oh, let's go. How's the little one? She's okay. She's doing just fine. She's a pickle, but she's our pickle. Every day's a blessing. Every day I wake up, and every day I come home is a blessing. Oh yeah, these are the jewels, aren't they? Just curious for the hardcore Resident Evil fans, was it ever mentioned in Operation Raccoon City that lore was retconned by Capcom? Just a thought in my mind. Can you go into a little bit of depth of that? I'd like to like articulate that a bit more. Like, do you have a particular example of what was retconned? Because I can't remember, but I'd love to discuss it. Yeah, it's been 4 years, John. It's absolutely insane. Oh, 33 bullets. Let's fucking go, boy. Am I missing something that's Keeper's Diary been released? No, not yet. Do not worry. When Keeper's Diary releases, I will shout from the hilltops, let me tell you. We're getting close. We're getting close. We're just... Our art department and our post-production department are just working flat out at the moment. And I'd rather give you guys a product that's kind of, you know, ready to go. Oh, I forgot he appears here. Ow. Oh, shit. I haven't saved it. Amy, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Have a good one, Ellen. Appreciate you dropping by as always. You look after yourself. That's right. And went back a little bit. Oh, yes, yes. Yeah, I suppose killing Leon is a massive... I mean, that game could have been something if the ending wasn't killing Leon. Like, who signed off on that? That's a terrible idea. Like, let's not retcon... let's not do that, please. Like, it had an opportunity to be just amazing. Like, tell a unique story inside Raccoon City. But then they kill it by trying to kill Leon. Like, that doesn't happen because obviously Leon is alive IRL because he does Resident Evil 4 and all. Oh, I thought he appears here. I don't know where he's gone. Maybe we'll see him in a sec. Here he is. Oh, he didn't like that, did he? I didn't like that either. Yeah, it's like the old Revolver Ocelot paradox from Metal Gear Solid 3. That might be right, actually. This one might be interesting. Yes, there we go. That's what we wanted.
Okay, back again. Carlos, I'm in the control room. Now what?
Nice.
All right, where are we headed?
The train is stopped at Redstone Street. We need to reach Fox Park Station. Can you program that in?
Okay, let's see what we got to do. Always a pleasure. Work tomorrow. God, hate work. So FAO2, RAO3, SAO1. FAO2, RAO3, SAO1. I'm going to forget that. So FA2, RA3.
Unable to establish route. Please try again.
SAO2. Okay. I can't. There we go. Sorry, I fucked that top one up. I've got a bot. Brilliant. 2 seconds. Hang on, I've not done this, have I? REO. What? FA. Oh. FAO2. RAO3. So I've set it the wrong way. RE3 S802.
Valid route confirmed.
Boom.
Carlos, it's me. I finished inputting the subway route.
Right, let me sort this bot out. Fucking hate bots, dude.
Hurry back to the station. We'll make sure the subway's ready to depart.
Actually, I don't know how to. Oh yeah, do I do this? There we go. Yeah, I think I've got it. Right. What's your location RE3 remake? What do you mean? What's my favourite? Oh, sorry. What's my favourite location? The nest is pretty cool, actually. Like that kind of remixed nest is kind of cool. Oh shit! I hate them things. Django's back. Let's go. Oh. The boy.
What the hell is it doing to them?
Cheers, Dad. Bleeding Me 89. Let's fucking go.
What's up, Andy? Been enjoying your content since early 2020.
Holy
Keep up
shit,
the great
dude.
work as always.
That's amazing, Bleeding Me. And what better way to celebrate 4 years of Biohazard with 4 years of Resident Evil 3. Love that. Thank you very much, Bleeding Me. Thank you for making the transition over on Twitch. Ooh, gotta be careful here. Yeah, she was in here earlier. I do need to get more mods in my Twitch chats, actually. Just because I never, like, Facebook was, even though I had, like, I used to have, like, 500 viewers in a Facebook chat, I'd never need a moderator because everyone was just well behaved. I used to self-moderate, if you can believe it. I just didn't need it. But on Twitch, I think you do need a mod. Did they change the law behind the ME3 remake as well? How he's creator controlled? I don't think they did. I think he follows the same steps. It just makes less sense because he's not really killing any STARS members, does he? So he's not. That was another thing that kind of like he's never really a threat. It's just an annoyance. Whereas, bro, Mr. X was there to do some business, you know. This was kind of a cool throwback to Resident Evil 3. What's your name on Twitch? Exactly the same as on Facebook. All my platforms are at Biohazard Declassified, so twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified. And of course, if you are watching elsewhere, guys, I really am trying to aim for Twitch partner this year, and I can only get there with your help. So jump on over to Twitch, drop us a cheeky follow, and we're slowly and steadily heading towards partner. Let me tell you, I'll be the first ever dedicated Resident Evil content creator that is a YouTube partner, Facebook partner, and Twitch partner. Collecting them like absolute infinity stones, let me tell you. Hey Aaron, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Super Hooper. Hope you're keeping well.
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40.
Thank you for that gift sub, by the way, James. It come up as a it come up on the main screen as a sub from Sornak, but thank you for the gift sub. Appreciate that, man.
Fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's hoping to get the trains running again.
I did see Mark earlier gifted a 3 months tier 1 to Face Assault as well. Thank you if you're still in here, Mark. Really appreciate that. Sorry, it comes up on stream as like the person getting the gift sub, so thank you for that. You didn't have to do that.
Sorry about that. Everyone's a little worked up.
Dude, we hit a hype train today as well. Amazing.
Oh, come on. Not again.
Love that. Thank you all.
It's me.
Yeah, Aaron, we're all good, man. We're all good.
I'll buy you some time.
Oh, I may have used him 2 grenades. Oh, no, I've still got one. There we go. Django, thank you for the share. Thank you for the Twitch follow. Appreciate that. What are your thoughts on new Alone in the Dark game? I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I've still got a little bit more to do on it. But yeah, exceptional. If you love Resident Evil 3, you're going to love it. No, it's more like Resident Evil 2, actually. Excuse me. We gotta go. But yeah, this game is just like... the best way I can describe it. It's just like a shot of adrenaline. Compared to like Resident Evil 3, the original's kind of slow-paced horror.
Carlos, do you copy? Carlos? Oh, shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
Excited for more updates regarding anything. It was good to see you. No, I appreciate that, Aaron. I appreciate you. I haven't actually got too many updates to share at the moment. Everyone's just working hard, and yeah, just grind Twitch, which is always good. Remake keeps you on your toes. It certainly does. Actually, we've got these 2 boxes that I need to open. Yeah, Nemesis is a bit of a pushover because you can just, like, you throw a grenade at him and he dies. Yeah, Alone in the Dark, it's not like a, it's not in the same league as Resident Evil. I think that's a fair assumption. But if you can grab it at a discount on like Steam or something like that, or even in like a game store, it's definitely worth it. Fuck. Oh, I think I left the rock grenade launcher, which is really annoying. Oh, that was terrifying. Django's in the chat. Let's fucking go, man. Love that. There it is. That's what I was after. Even the hunters in this game are pretty easy. Now, I do have a hard cut-off of midnight today. So I don't think we'll quite get this whole game done. But it's good. It's good revisiting Resident Evil 3 Remake. Here we go. Toasty boy. I remember with this, it was a blind playthrough. It was a good experience and such, but the more we play it, the more we realise how short it is. I agree.
What the fuck was that?
What the fuck was that? What was that noise? Actually, probably going to need that. Why does a handgun take up 2 slots? It's stupid. Eddie G, thank you for the likes over on TikTok. Appreciate everybody tuning in on TikTok, by the way. We continue on during the weekends, so we'll be live on the Residents of Evil on Friday. I don't know what I'm playing. I might, to be honest, continue on with my playthrough of Resident Evil 5 for the Residents of Evil Twitch. And then we are jumping on Sunday. We're going to be playing. We're doing Sunday Lara. Like Sunday is my dedicated Tomb Raider slot. Hey FIFO, how are you? Oh, did I miss the... I think there's some ammo back here. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I think the fella comes from out here, doesn't he? Maybe not. I hated that I needed to burn a shotgun shell for that. That was close. Also, what's up? Hooligan Fish is in the chat. Let's fucking go, brother. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Please shoot, Jill. What's this fella made of? There you go, he's dead. I can't remember. Is it? Oh yeah, it's flame rounds. I can never remember if it's flame or the mine rounds. Mine rounds are fucking weird, aren't they? Should do an Aliens quote when you see a grenade at its mouth. What a line. Can't remember which Marine says it. Aliens. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I can't remember, to be fair. Game over, man. Game over. Break this open. Ooh, I could really do with that. I've got too many gunpowders. I'll just fuck this one off. I could also use that, but why'd I take my handgun bullets with me? I'm gonna get rid of them. Hey, RJ, long time no speak. How are you doing? Okay. Welcome to the stream, brother. Oh shit. That was my fault. Miss Teaser, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Hope you're keeping well. Welcome to Resident Evil 3 on its 4-year anniversary. Crazy. I need to do the other difficulty runs. Yeah, I want to get the... I've got the Platinum Trophy for the PS5 version. I want to get the PS4 one. Look at this dude. Oh, yeet. Oh my god, I just completed this the other week. Let's go. Love that. Can you believe this game is 4 years old? 4 years old. Unbelievable. I think it's what's it called here? I can hear him ticking away. I could be wrong. I play the assisted. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not against having an easy mode in games, by the way. Like some people, like you work a long day. Last thing you want to do is come home and struggle on the game. Like sometimes you just want to play the game and enjoy the story or whatever. The Fallout TV series drops next week. Holy shit, that's come around so quick. I'm so excited. I've literally said to Faye, my wife, I'm just like, dude, don't talk to me next week. Or don't talk to me when Fallout comes out, because I'm going to be binging. Do we know if it's going to be dropped in like one series, or is it going to be dropped weekly? Because it pisses me off if it's weekly. Like, I just want to play the game. I just want to watch the films, watch the series. Like I don't want to. Like The Boys, I think, was doing it weekly, and I'm like, oh man, hurry up. Does that piss anybody else off? Like, I thought the whole reason for streaming was that you could binge the episodes. I get the whole, like, you can drag on the relevance of a series if you do it that way, but like, there's nothing worse than, like, you get into a cliffhanger and you're like, oh man, like, I would have hated to have watched Prison Break week to week. That must have been so annoying. Like, all the little cliffhangers and that. I get it, like, hypes you for the next week, but sometimes you just want to watch it all. I've been spoiled by Netflix indeed, Alexis. I've got no reservations admitting that. If I can get my words out.
Carlos, can you hear me now?
Jill! Oh, thank God. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm alive. I lost him.
Great. The subway's ready to go. We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
Here's the big boy. The flamethrower was a cool attachment. That's one thing this got right. It did give the Nemesis some cool weapons. So it's got like the flamethrower. It's got the what else did he have? The rocket launcher, which was in the original. Oh, so sorry, big yawn. As I said, we've got a hard cut off of midnight today. I appreciate everybody dropping in the chat and watching the streams. We're having a lot of fun. Samantha's dropping roses, thank you. Chris with the GGs. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to play on Residents of Evil. I think we will play Resident Evil 5 actually. I do want to get the platinum trophy on PS3. So I'm becoming a bit of a platinum, excuse me. Oh, shiver. I'm becoming a bit of a platinum trophy hunter, so really enjoying that. Oh, why'd I do that? I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to take that pistol. I'm going to try and use a lot of this ammo that I've got. I've cut right down. Get the platinum resistance. Mouse Evil, I know you're extremely good at Resident Evil resistance. Thank you for tuning in. If you're alongside me 99% of the way, then yes. But I would suggest... I don't know if you can get platinum or resistance, can you? Fuck off. Oh, no. Okay, let's go. Have you got the platinum?
I gotta get out. Quick.
Yeah, I have. Awesome. How long did it take you? Do you remember? Gotta go. I like how we've got flammable scaffolding in this game, even though all of it is built out of steel. Or like aluminium compound, aluminium like alloy. Let's go, Kev. Dude, we've got pockets of followers everywhere, man. Love it. Thank you for the turnout on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook Gaming, and of course TikTok. See, it's interesting because TikTok is very much like Tomb Raider focused, so I'm trying to like push some more Resident Evil content on there. I swear there was like mine rounds down here, but I guess I'm wrong. Yeah, the view of the city is pretty wild from up here. Okay. Oh shit, shit. Oh, I'm stuck. Let's not burn yourself, Andy, yeah?
Maybe I can hit the fuel tank.
Love that. Oh, how am I in danger, bruv? Oh, it's red. Why don't I do that? Oh, we gotta go. Oops. Dude, I'm sucking. So I want to get rid of this ammo. Oh, he dodged it, motherfucker. I think some more bits here. Hello. Oh, you didn't like that, did he? Ross, how are you? What do you think about Resident Evil 9 apparently being open world? That is a rumour that's perpetuated because of the Dragon's Dogma release, so don't put any stock in it, sir. I wouldn't like to see one anyway. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's dodged it, wanker. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. But yeah, don't put too much stock in it, Ross. Basically, Dragon's Dogma comes out. It's on the RE engine. So all of a sudden, it's got people talking, oh, should Resident Evil be open world? I don't think Resident Evil suits an open world concept, to be honest. There is a little Easter egg here, not in this one, not right here, but a bit further up, where you can hear the Resident Evil Outbreak cast, which is kind of cool. Grab that. This was kind of cool. You like cross over to like the Resident Evil 2 areas, because up to this point you hadn't really entered anything RE2 related. Is there not a box down here? I thought it was. Oh, yeah, there is. Excuse me. I'm going to keep that grenade. If Capcom are planning an open world survival horror, then surely a new Dead Rising they should be looking at. That's not, dude. I think you might be onto something there, Ouija. I'm in agreement. Works much better for I was gonna say Dead Space, for Dead Rising. I like how Kendo, Kendo doesn't. What am I trying to say? Kendo is not a fan of Leon S. Kennedy. Absolutely hates him. Nice.
Kaboom! Shit, Jill.
Kendo, you're all right.
Yeah, all right's a stretch. Sorry, I got a little jumpy there.
Didn't know quite what to expect.
No shit. Look, we're using the subway to get people out of town. You in?
Subway. Well, that's good thinking.
Yeah, what was it? Dead Rising 3, wasn't it? On the Xbox One, maybe? Or was it... Is there another Dead Rising? Dead Rising 4? I don't know. It's not really my game. I should really play them. Was there 4 Dead Rising games? Can someone, like, clarify in the chat?
Hanging on the wall.
Oh, the more you know. Oh shit. Gotcha. Yeah. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them. But don't you worry, girlie. I'm keeping a close eye on things. Doesn't keep a close enough eye to not stand away from the window that's right next to him. Nice. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies. It's funny, I can remember 1, 2, and 4, but I forget 3 existed. What, the remakes? I can see that. This fucking Chad. Still waiting on 0. I can feel that. I definitely want to get a platinum trophy for it, Steve, so I'll stream it soon, I promise.
Launcher? Really?
Did you drop anything? What a wanker. Doesn't even drop anything. Wait till he's off my case for a bit. Let's go, Mouse Evil. Thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate that. Hey, Andrew, how are you? Oh shit! Oh, how did he not get me with that? Welcome to Resident Evil. Hey, there we go. Mouse Evil. Appreciate the subscription. Welcome over to Team Purple. You're on the purple brand now, boy. Appreciate the subscription, man. Glad you could tune into the stream. But yes, Andrew, thank you for joining us on the 4-year anniversary of Resident Evil 3. It's been 4 years since this game came out. I can't even believe it. Like, this launched during, in my opinion, the height of the pandemic IRL. And like a lot of people tuned into my streams at the time over on Facebook. Dude, I used to have so many people on the Facebook streams. They when Facebook Shorts come out, excuse me, Facebook Reels, like, and they tried to like copy TikTok. It really just plummeted that platform, and yeah, man, the growth was the growth just absolutely went to a stalemate. I remember having like fucking like 500 viewers watching me play Resident Evil 3 like every night. I used to press go live. I used to have like 200 people waiting for me in the stream. I hope one day we could get back to that, because I have such a great like Facebook following, and like daily posting is so good on Facebook. I just would really like that to kind of replicate in the stream side of it. Oh, we gotta go. Can we go back in time and make them fix it? Yeah, I mean, it's a great. I miss those days too, Alexis. One day. I mean, if we don't do that, we just replicate it elsewhere. You know, I've got the grit, I've got the determination. We'll just make it happen. Oh, absolutely just demolished me there, and I've got no healing items. Damn. Hey, Holly, how are you? Oh, no way, just fucking punched me to death. I do want to try and attack, do want to try and do this. No, Steve. We're doing all good here though, Holly. Hope you're keeping well. I don't understand why I didn't take any herbs. Oh, but yes, it's been the most polarizing Resident Evil game by far. Like Resident Evil 6, everybody generally knows as being pretty mediocre and average, but this is so like some people love it, some people absolutely hate it. How's your day been? It's been pretty good. Been pretty chill. Working as ever. Oh, we gotta go. Working as ever. The grind never stops and all that fun stuff. Ooh, we gotta be careful. We do have some of this ammo. You played the Alan Wake games? I've not played Alan Wake 2 yet. I remember playing Alan Wake 1 pretty regularly. Oh, of course he dodges that. Oh, no way. Can you reload, please, Mum? Oh, pissed right off, bruv. Oh, he's not happy. Oh no! Working childcare, got a daft tomorrow, then off next week. Let's go. No, I ain't changed it to assisted. I've never seen that death scene before. It's very mythology centered, so it's a good story. I've heard really good things about it, so yeah, maybe one day we'll play it. It's just like one of those games, like I already have quite limited time as it is to like stream, so yeah, Death Scene was the first for me. I've never seen that before. To be fair, I've never died in that section. I stupidly didn't take a grenade with me, which is very frustrating. I might just run this next section. But that's great news that you're off, Holly. Hope you have a nice chill day where you can do nothing but play games. He's not happy, this fella. I've literally just walked all the way here, by the way. Jill! I'm coming. I hate that all of these areas are locked off. Like, the exploration element could have been there. Like, they have the template. They just, like, locked off certain areas. And it's a real shame. So much potential with... Like, that's how I would describe the Resident Evil 3 remake. Missed opportunity. So much missed opportunity in this game, guys.
I know we didn't get off to a great start, but thanks for the save.
Like, I'm not saying it.
You saved my ass first.
I was going to say I've never seen that death scene. Yeah, what was I saying?
We can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah, there's just... I mean, let's open that discussion to everyone watching. Remember, guys, we are streaming live on Twitch as well. Make sure you drop on over to our Twitch, twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified. Drop us a cheeky follow. We are aiming for Twitch partner this year, so with your help, we can certainly get there. But yes, I would like to extend the conversation to all you fine folks in the chat. What do you believe is the biggest missed opportunity of Resident Evil 3 Remake? That's what I want to know.
If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
This is actually such an ingenious cutscene. I love it.
Think pencil pusher like Barton is still alive, do you?
I have it on good authority. Why? Are you worried about teammates? Or something else? Funny how brainless zombies can ambush a platoon like that. Funny the gate was locked. Don't you think?
What was that?
Hey, Ross, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that.
How is this fucker not dead yet?
No, they're gone. Come, this way.
Nikolai, what are you doing?
It's not after me.
I love this dude. He's not after me.
Get off my tray. Shit bird!
He's not after me. And here we go, back to the RPD.
Oh, it's been a while. Subway's got to be clear of the city by now.
Along with your hot date.
Nah, man, she's not like that. Hell, she's not like anybody.
Fire, fire, stay together. Here we go.
All right, keep your head screwed on, Romeo. This is at least
I forget how jacked
Sure?
Carlos is in this
Looks
game.
like a cemetery to me.
I think it's a good looking game, man. RE3 is a fantastic looking game. Resident Evil is often known for its fantastic visuals. Hey, Coffee, how are you?
Brad, stop! T.
Come on, man. Not you too. Sorry. Sorry.
Poor Marv.
Shit, it's locked. You stay on the door. I got this fucker. Come get some.
I like the fact that we did see Brad once again. That was kind of cool.
These stars.
It's open.
That could be useful. Where'd that come
Oh,
from?
man. Love going back here.
We got a job to do. If our intel's still worth a damn, then Bard's in the STARS office. Let's find him and take him into custody.
Custody? I thought this was a rescue.
Carlos, take a look at this. I've located the STARS office.
Man, I love looking at this location. It's so cool.
Carlos, get your ass over here.
It's got a harder donkey punch. Chris Roydfield. Definitely Chris.
Now here's a weird fucking door.
We're here for Bard.
I mean, Cove Run Corral isn't outside of the realms of possibility. What has been your favourite? This is a great question, and we'll probably conclude the stream here. Now that we've got in the, we'll do like another 10 minutes of just chatting and wrap it up. But yeah, I would like to post this question to everyone in the chat. What is your favourite remake so far?
Bard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right. Good to know.
I'll open the shutter so you can get through.
You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station.
Call you if I find anything. Hey! Be careful.
Yeah. You too, man.
Okay, right. So I'm actually going to just leave that running in the background as we start going through some of these comments. As fucking that just completely wipes. There we go. We're back. Okay, right. Let's have a look. But where did Marvin go is the question. He kind of hides away, doesn't he? Kind of hides away. Let me just open this up. There we go. Let's have a look. So a lot of people saying for RE3 and RE2. RE2 remake is pretty iconic, isn't it? Like, because there was so much hype behind it. I remember when it first got announced. You remember like the whole "We Do It" campaign? That was kind of cool. Really like that. So yes, I'd say probably Resident Evil 2 is my favourite remake so far because it was just so good. Still wasn't as good as the original. Like the original is the GOAT. Like let's not make a mistake about it. The original is the GOAT. I would play that. I'll play the original till I die. Honestly, it's so fantastic going back and playing it. Oh man, look at this bot. Look at this fucking goober. Want to become famous? Buy followers and viewers at streamboo.com. Fuck off. I don't give a shit, bro. Oh, we got another one here. Jesus Christ, they're all coming out to play today, the bots. 1, 2, 4 are the best remakes. Yeah, man. Yeah, actually, saying that, yeah, I keep forgetting about... Are we talking about RE Engine remakes? Are we talking about just Resident Evil remakes in general? If it's Resident Evil remakes in general, maybe it actually does go to the first Resident Evil remake. Because that was really good. Like, it was 70% different. It was like a perfect... Like, if you wanted a datum for how good remakes could be, it needs to be Resident Evil Remake, where you take that source material and just jack it up to 11. Like, Resident Evil Remake took all the hokiness, even though I love the original 1996 Resident Evil, it took all the hokiness of Resident Evil 1 and made it kind of, like, it took itself a little bit seriously, which is good. 70% different, they expanded loads of lore, made it a lot harder, that sort of thing. Yes, exciting stuff. The Keeper's Diary is my favourite. That is the only correct answer to this question. I like how they changed the storyline of bits and added new monsters and changed the puzzles, but I feel in the first encounters of Nemesis were kind of thrown in, and I felt that the gameplay was straight up one direction. It had nothing to do with Harry Styles, Fernando. But yes, I totally take on board what you're saying. I like how they kept the fixed camera angle in the original RE remake. I would actually, JJ, our esteemed friend JJ, posted a video of a Resident Evil 0 mod, because Resident Evil 0 takes place somewhat in some of the labs from RE2, like the underground labs, and like someone's modded it to have like Leon and Ada, and it looks like a Resident Evil 2 remake on the early GameCube engine. It's fantastic. I'd really recommend you check that video out. It's a great one. It's over on JJ's Twitter. That's the only promo I'm going to be doing on JJ. I give this man far too much promo anyway. I love him long time. But yeah, fixed camera really adds to survival horror. Yes, I mean fixed cameras, as we know, it's the kind of, you don't know what's around the corner. That's always why fixed cameras have leaned themselves so perfectly into Resident Evil. Like, not knowing what's around every corner, you can hear the zombie, you know, the fucking zombies in the background, like moving along the floor, and then like all of a sudden you go around the corner and he's like right in your face. That's kind of cool. Love that. But yeah, fixed camera angle was really over here. Fixed camera angle was really the the catalyst for what makes it's like one piece of the survival horror puzzle. Like, to me, an iconic Resident Evil game is fixed camera angles, inventories, item management, not a lot of ammo, like conserving ammo. Obviously, horror plays a big part into it. Keys, puzzles, the lo-fi footsteps, yes. Like, even like what makes classic Resident Evil, even like the footsteps, like Leon and Claire walking, they have like iconic footsteps, if that makes sense. Like, I just remember them. Melissa, how's it going? Great to have you in the chat. What else makes I'm going to pose that to everyone in the chat as we start to wind down the stream. What makes Resident Evil? Let's specifically target kind of the survival horror style Resident Evils, rather than like the original 4, 5, 6. Let's talk about survival horror Resident Evils. What makes Resident Evil Resident Evil? I'd love to know your thoughts. It can be third person over the shoulder. There's nothing wrong with third person over the shoulder. Boss battles, of course. It can't be a Resident Evil game without a boss battle, and it can't be a Resident Evil game without the world blowing up at the end. Raccoon City. Totally get what you're saying. I don't think it fundamentally makes it a Resident Evil game, but that is a really good point. Like, I don't look at Raccoon City as a location. I look at it as almost a character in Resident Evil. That's what makes it interesting. It's literally like a character in Resident Evil. Let me just make sure it's in the back. Yeah, cool. Same as the mansion. The mansion is a character, a secondary character in Resident Evil. So important. The music. Oh yeah, the music's. We've had some real fantastic music. Hey, Joe Chapstick. What up, G? How's it going? Great to have you in the chat. Thank you for the stars, sir. Raccoon Story is RE for me. Yes, I agree. What makes Resident Evil Resident Evil? Location is gothic and very dark or very desolate. Yeah, and this is why I think that a open world Resident Evil doesn't work. Because it needs to be isolating. It needs to be like an isolating location. Fernando with the 25 stars. Thank you. Appreciate that. Can I actually stand over there? I am the nemesis. Wait, someone send me stars and I'll take it, and I'll try and get under it. Someone send another 25 and I'll try and become the nemesis. It's only on Facebook, unfortunately. I suppose I should make that clear. But yes, the Raccoon City story is RE for me. There's just so much they can do with Raccoon City. I still feel like there's so many untold stories in Raccoon City, like the everyman trying to escape like a zombie apocalypse. I think that's such a cool concept, you know. Oh, I think we've got one's coming in. Let's see if I can stand in front of it. Get your clips ready. Come on, Alan. Why does it come through? Here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I think you nailed it on RE4 where you had open parts that... they nailed it on RE4 where they had parts that made it feel like open world. Yes, agreed. And again, like if they had like a fast travel system inside Resident Evil 3 Remake where you could explore different parts of the city, that would have been cool. But it can't be like San Andreas, like where it just drops you into this massive map. It can't be like DayZ or Dead Island or something like that. It can't be like that because that's not Resident Evil to me. Scary residents is what makes a Resident Evil. Maybe the story of Resident Evil is the friends that we made along the way. And with that said, guys, we are going to wrap the stream up today. Again, I really appreciate you all dropping by, checking the stream out. Remember to jump on over to twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified. Drop us a cheeky follow. We have began our path to partner. And by the end of the year, I want to try and submit an application for partner. I'd love to. That's such a massive milestone for me. Twitch has always eluded me, and this year we're going to make a serious go at it. So with your help, we can certainly, start to chip away at that goal. But I'm going to end the Tiki Toki stream. Thank you for everyone who's watching on Tiki Toki. Make sure you jump on over to our Twitch, twitch.tv/Biohazard Declassified. Lovely jubbly. Got 7 new followers on Twitch. Love that. And we are going to end the FBG stream. I don't know how that went, but we will see in due course, I'm sure. Thank you to everyone who's watched on FBG. And we are going to look for some raiders on Twitch. I don't even know who's live right now, but we will find them, I'm sure. I might have to go on Team RPD. I'll try and raid people in Team RPD. Always does a touch. There we go. Oh, it's me. No, I'm joking. One Venusaur's live. We will send you guys over to One Venusaur. I need to get to my back end though. There we go. Thank you, Andy, for another great stream. Nice to see you and hang out with you. These streams are always a blast. Thanks. Yeah, no, thank you guys for being long-time supporters. It's appreciated. We always have fun here at Biohazard Declassified. Remember, guys, we are going to be live on Friday. We're probably going to be picking up on Resident Evil 5 again, continuing our motion control playthrough of Resident Evil 5. I really want to get the platinum on that, so we're going to put some hours into it, I think. It is not that one. There we go. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, jump on over to twitch.tv/Road Network on Friday, same sort of time, and we will we'll go from there. Yeah, that One Venusaur. Right. I'm going to send you fine folk over to that One Venusaur. Thanks again, guys. Honestly, it's really appreciated checking the stream out. And hopefully we'll see all of you very, very soon. Take care of yourselves.